Hey, what's happening, guys? Norsky here. Today I'm going to be comparing the Mondragon Storm to the Autoloading 8.25 Extended. See which gun is better based on each gun's current weapon statistics and my personal thoughts on what I think of these two variants. Starting off with the Mondragon Storm, the Mondragon holds 10 rounds in its magazine and also has 70 rounds on reserve. So the magazine size is kinda small compared to other medic class guns. That being said, you'll have to reload this gun fairly often. And when you do reload this gun, you're going to want to make sure that you either have 5 rounds left in the magazine or be completely empty with 0 in the magazine. Mainly because this gun is designed to hold 5-round clips in its magazine. So for example, if you leave 7 rounds in your magazine and you decide to reload, you're going to have to put 3 single rounds to reload, which doesn't sound that bad considering it takes 0.57 seconds to reload each round at a time. But adding that up, the total time to reload 3 rounds would equal around 1.71 seconds. Which doesn't sound like it's too bad, but if you would have reloaded with 5 rounds remaining in the magazine instead, it would have only taken 1.13 seconds to reload a 5-round clip. So basically you would save over half a second in time reloading your gun with the 5-round clip. And we all know that extra time can make all the difference between winning and losing a gun battle. So I would definitely recommend just shooting the gun until it's completely out of ammo, unless you know that you have extra time to reload. The Mondragon Storm is a very accurate rifle with good control and really low recoil. In fact, it has some of the lowest recoil ratings in the entire medic class. One of the reasons it's so accurate is because it has a slow rate of fire at only 257 rounds per minute. Now the biggest strength on the Mondragon has to be its damage output. It has a max damage output of 40 and a minimum damage output of 35. The Mondragon's damage output is its biggest strength because no matter the distance, it's always going to be a 3-shot kill, which makes this gun a certified killing machine. Another thing to note is the Mondragon has a muzzle velocity rating of 800, which is actually tied for the quickest in the medic class. Now my overall opinion on the Mondragon Storm is this gun is very good, and where it shines best is at medium to long range engagements. It's probably the most accurate medic gun in Battlefield 1 as of right now. I would definitely try to stay away from having close range engagements if you can, mainly because this gun would lose most battles at close range because of its slow rate of fire. But overall, this gun is really good, and I'm going to give it a rating of 7.6 out of 10. Moving on, the Autoloading 8.25 Extended holds 16 rounds in its magazine and 64 rounds on reserve. When Battlefield 1 first came out back in October, I used the Autoloading 8 Extended very briefly, and it was brief mostly because I hated this gun and I thought it sucked. But now a couple patches and updates later, I decided to give this gun another chance, and oh man, I'm glad I did. Once this gun was buffed, it turned into a really good gun, and surprisingly it's not a very versatile gun, but it's a very effective gun at close range because for a semi-automatic rifle, it has a very good rate of fire of 359 rounds per minute, and it actually has the fastest fire rate in the medic class. I personally think that the Autoloading 8 Extended's biggest strength is its rate of fire, which ironically is probably the Mondragon's biggest weakness. The Autoloading 8 Extended's biggest weakness is probably its damage output, which is funny since the Mondragon's biggest strength is its damage. Anyways, the Autoloading 8 Extended has a max damage output of 38 up to 11 meters in distance, and from 12 meters to 31 meters, it drops to its minimum damage output of a measly 21. The damage it produces at close range is very good because it's only a 3-shot kill, but at medium and long range, it loses its effectiveness. At 18 meters in distance, it becomes a 4-shot kill, and at 28 meters, it becomes a 5-shot kill. The autoloading reloads entirely different compared to the Mondragon. With at least 1 round left in the magazine, it reloads in 2.43 seconds, but with 0 rounds in the magazine, it reloads much slower at 3.03 seconds. Again, it's pretty much opposite of the Mondragon. The Mondragon Storm reloads a little quicker than the Autoloading 8 Extended at its fastest, which is 2.26 seconds. The Autoloading 8 Extended has great control and low recoil just like the Mondragon. In fact, the Autoloading 8 Extended has slightly lower recoil ratings overall and also has a better ADS spread. This gun is definitely accurate from all ranges, but it's not effective at long range because of the damage drop-off. One thing I haven't mentioned about either gun yet is that they are both pretty bad at hip firing, obviously. The only time you should ever hip fire with either of these guns is when you have your gas mask on. Last stat to mention is it has a slow muzzle velocity rating of 660 meters per second. Now my overall thoughts and opinion on the Autoloading 8.25 Extended are that this gun particularly shines in close quarter engagements and is also pretty solid at medium range engagements too. It has a good rate of fire, especially for a medic gun, and a decent sized magazine. This gun also has great control and is very accurate from pretty much all ranges. The main issues with this gun are that its damage ratings drop off way too quick and become significantly weaker at medium and long range. This gun definitely has come a long way since Battlefield 1 first came out, and I would honestly consider it a very solid gun. My overall rating for the Autoloading 8.25 Extended is a 7.3 out of 10. I personally think that the Mondragon Storm is the better weapon of choice out of the two, mainly because it's so good at medium range and long range, and it also holds its damage ratings much better. No matter the distance, the Mondragon is always a 3-shot kill, and that's what I love. It's a very consistent gun. Let me know in the comments on which gun you guys prefer or like better. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, then hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, then hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my awesome content. Thanks again, guys, and I'll catch you later.
Objective Edward.